Happy New Year! My name is Ilene Meckley. I know I've met a lot of you, and I look forward to meeting all of you who I haven't met. This year is going to be a great year for everyone. 2010, when you think about 2010, all I can think of is that we want to win in 2010. In order to win, you need to know what your game looks like. And when you play your game, be sure you have a purpose for that game in your business, passion about what you're doing, and a plan so that each day you get better and better at what you're doing to win in 2010. I'm about to interview a very special gentleman that I met. I don't want to give away too much about him. I want him to do that. In order to have a successful business this year, choose success. Choose to do the things that will lead to where you want to go. Again, Happy New Year, and I hope you enjoy the interview. Hi, well, I am now with the very honored guest that we have today. His name is Gary Lovini.
Hi, Eileen.
It's great to have you be our guest. I have to share with you that we read about Gary first in The Compass. It was quite a mystery, Gary, about you. They didn't say anything to describe what you would be doing. However, we went down to the theater, and we were a little early. I guess we hadn't watched our watch correctly. And we happened to meet a very special man in your life, your dad.
Yes.
And he wouldn't tell us what you did. So Bob and I decided to go back to our cabin. And then it was almost time for the show. And I have to tell you, Gary, I thought, do we go and see this person we don't even know who he is? However, I love entertainment. I love shows. So we went. And then I have to tell you, when we found out you were a violinist, my first thought was, this is an interesting show for a cruise. However, you had the audience mesmerized. It was incredible, absolutely incredible. And I have to tell you, you did a couple things for me that night. First of all, when I saw you standing on stage, you gave me a great memory. You see, my grandfather loved to play the violin. Now, he learned at 70 years of age. And the reason he learned was his last name happened to be Heifetz, but not a relative to Jascha Heifetz.
Right.
However, people would tease him. So at 70, he decided he should play the violin. So when I saw you up there, it just gave me that picture that I have of him playing the violin, thinking about that. And then I have to share with you, I have a very special young man in my life who is 7 years old, my grandson, and he just started taking violin lessons. So you just have to tell you, it gave me all these wonderful pictures. However, I didn't realize that I would want to spend extra time with you until I watched you on stage interact with the audience. And you had people, I'm sure, who have never heard of violin before, mesmerized. Well, we're back in our cabin. I hope you enjoyed the interview as much as I did. I have to share with you that when he was talking about how he left his case open, which was an indication and a reminder to practice, I was thinking about how you can approach your business in the same way. I always talk about sharing alongside your family and activities, being at the park, enjoying your children, and then sharing, taking just a few seconds. Just like he mentioned, he played just a song or two. He didn't practice always for hours and hours. That's the beauty of having your own business. You don't have to do it for hours and hours. And I know Bob and I are enjoying having our own business because we've become really addicted to cruising, as you can see. And we found out it's a great place to meet people that I can share what I do, and it's leading to some business for us. Just like I teach you when you're out and about doing things you love, you can be sharing, and who knows what will happen. Mom, I have to tell you, I didn't mention you during the video when you were talking about violins, because I wanted to share with you that, all those times you and Dad were taking me to listen to symphonies and all those kinds of concerts, I probably said, no, I'm not so sure I wanted to go to, and seeing you take out your violin once in a while, it's paying off. I really enjoyed that concert, and thank you. I am so glad to tell you that I know I'll want to go and hear him again. And I want to encourage you, every time you have an opportunity to do something new, do it. You never know, you might enjoy it. Speaking of enjoying it, we asked Gary if we could play a bit of his CD for you to hear that he'd given us. And we've chosen the American Medley. And I know after listening to it, you too will agree that this is a very talented musician. And again, Gary, we thank you for your advice in helping all of us realize that when you want to do something well, you just work at it.